Francisco, come here for a minute. I need you to touch my hand and touch my jacket and touch my head. All right. Don't mess up my hair. You can't mess up a black man's hair. And the reason I want Francisco to touch me, because I want to, if at all possible, kill this notion that I'm your leader or anybody should be your leader. I am a regular human being, and I am nobody's leader. I don't have a follower. I'm not trying to build one. If I was trying to build one, I would just lie to everybody. I would be so sweet and syrupy and nice, and then I would have just everybody following me, right? But I don't want that. It's a headache. I don't know why anyone want that. I want you to have what I have, freedom. I don't want you to have, there's nobody over me but Christ. There is no man over me, no woman over me. I do not want that, and I think I kind of always been that way. My parents were over me, and I think I rebelled too about that, but I accepted that. But even when I was blind and couldn't see, there was no preacher over me, nobody over me, and there's no one over me now. And so I don't care how you tell on me or what you say about me. It really doesn't bother me at all, because I have no leader, no physical leader. How many people have leaders? You don't have any leaders either? Well, that's good. You don't want a leader. And anybody who has a physical person leading them is a fool, is a blind person. Even Christ said, don't be acting all that way about me. Don't be carrying on about me, because it's not me, but it's the Father that is guiding me. It's the Father who sent me. It's the Father who's leading me. And I tell you about the Father so that he can lead you too. He even said, greater works that you do, because I'm your brother. You know, I'm just telling you about the things that are possible in life. And they took Christ and made him out of God, and now the people are stuck. But you should not have anybody else over you. And if you are emotionally up and down about a person, you like them, and then you hear something bad, whether it's true or not, and then you're down, then you doubt yourself. That's your leader. That's why you're going through these kind of emotions. But if you don't have anybody over you but Christ, whatever happens in the physical world, you're unmoved by it. You really are. So if you know, it's just crazy what people do. They put the preachers as their leaders, and if the preacher says anything that they don't like or anything, then they mad, but not realizing that it's them that are mad, and examine themselves to see, why am I mad? Why am I acting this way? They blame the preacher. Have you ever noticed that? It's like dating. When you break up with your woman, when I used to break up with my woman, and I was all hurt and emotional and all that stuff you go through, you sit by the dock of the bay and play your sad music. You're not sitting there blaming yourself, you're blaming her. If she had left me, if she had not done this, if she had not done that, I was so in love with her. I really loved her. You know, why did she have to leave me? But if you were to sit there and look at yourself, how did I get in this situation? You know, how come I have this kind of tie to this person that when they're out of my life, I'm tripping like this? That's how you're supposed to do it. Then you get better in life, then God will free you up. But most people will not look at themselves. They blame everybody else for the way that they feel. And no one on earth is to blame for the way you feel, because it's your reaction to every given situation. And I've come to realize, now I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but for the last 23, 24 years, I've come to realize that everything that happens in my life, absolutely everything, is to test my faith with God, is to make me either go closer to him or away from him, according to my reaction, or according to if I judge the situation or overreact to the situation or not. Absolutely everything is spiritual. Everything. And I want you to know that, because for me to know it and be able to live it, I was a weak, pathetic person. And for him to change me in the manner that he has, he can do it to anybody. He has given me something that I didn't know existed within myself. I heard about it, but didn't know that it existed until it took over, until it changed my life. And about 23, 24 years ago now, something, I wanted to know the truth. I wanted to know myself. I wanted to get over all of my insecurities, right? And so I sat still. I heard a preacher say, be still and know God. I did. And something happened that changed my world. And it caused me to see life in a different manner. And now I have a willingness to go through what I must go through without putting up a fight against it. And I also have a willingness to forgive my enemies. I just hold nothing against anyone, because they don't know what they're doing either. All of us struggle with that inner struggle, that battle between good and evil. Most people don't know how to handle it, but we all deal with that. So how can you hate your fellow man, you know? When you're able to confront and face people without resenting them, it doesn't matter how they act or what they say, it is liberating. It really is. And I just want people to know that. But most people won't take a stand because they know that if they do, they're going to lose something. They're going to have to deal with attitude, or they may lose a friend or a family member. But you can't put that person, place, or thing before what is right, because you're never going to be liberated by doing that. You never will feel the freedom and the peace that comes from taking a stand in life. But most people won't do it. They'll pretend that they're doing it. They'll act like they're doing it, but they really are not doing it. And I want to use the word sad. It's kind of sad because Christ came and we are all free. Put no man over you, put no woman over you, put no money thing or anything over you. And when I'm like a testimony to what happened in my life, hoping that it would encourage you. That's not for you to make me your leader. I want us to work together as one. It's better when we work together than always looking to somebody else to lead you. I want you to come to the meetings with testimonies about how you're changing and what you did and how it affected your life. That's encouraging. I don't want to have to always come and just preach to you. Nobody is over me. You don't have to have someone over you. Christ is your head, as God is the head of Christ. And that's the truth. And you got to find that place. And if somebody gets you mad, it's not their fault that you're mad. They didn't tell you to be so into them that they can make you mad. You know what I'm saying? I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you so much for being with me. You can get involved by calling 800-411-2663, 800-411-BOND.